This case starts with an apology, but quickly turns into a tense confrontation about truth, responsibility, and trust. The defense admits there are no excuses, asking the court for leniency after a failed drug test. But the judge isn't just looking at the test result. He's looking at patterns, contradictions, and honesty. What makes this situation even more intense is that the defendant is caught between what she told the court and what was reported to community corrections. As the pressure builds, one simple question becomes the center of everything. Is she telling the truth now, or just trying to avoid consequences? Stay with us, because what happens next could determine whether she walks free or loses that chance completely.
I know.
Throughout all of these tests.
Yes, Your Honor, that is absolutely true.
Okay.
I don't know what the creatine is. I don't know what could cause
But
creatinine, whatever. I don't know what that is. But I do know what cocaine is, and that is
okay, well, I don't know if you should say that out loud, but go for it.
I do know that she did test for cocaine on her last attempt on the 9th, and the last time she's tested.
I will usually see abnormal creatinine so that you know when somebody is masking a test. Not always the case. So you can place in perspective that I have missed test, abnormal creatinine, and then finally it almost appears wasn't masked enough and the cocaine gets picked up.
Understood, Your Honor. We've been doing this for enough time to know that. I just want to let you know.
You have been doing it, or are you saying me?
You, Your Honor.
Oh,
I know.
so now you're calling me old. Go for it.
Oh,
Keep going. You're doing well.
didn't mean to do that. Your Honor, I just would ask this court any leniency possible. I know you know her situation.
I do, but the problem is that then come here today saying all of that, but
This is where things begin to fall apart for the defense. The judge is no longer focused on just the positive drug test. He's zeroing in on credibility. In court, consistency is everything. When a defendant tells one story to community corrections and a different version in front of the judge, it raises serious red flags. Even if the explanation might seem reasonable, the contradiction itself damages trust. The judge is essentially asking, did she deny drug use, or didn't she? And more importantly, why does the story keep changing? This moment highlights a key legal reality. Honesty can sometimes matter just as much as the violation itself. If the judge believes she's being dishonest, the consequences can become much harsher. So what do you think? Is this a misunderstanding, or is she trying to cover up the truth?
so she admitted use.
Now she's admitting you.
No. When she's talking to community corrections, what did she tell community corrections?
Can I speak?
You can do, hey, it's
So
up
when
to
the lady,
you.
so before Agent Carr called, the lady called and said it was illicit drug. I told her I didn't know what illicit. I said, "What is illicit drugs?" And she said, "I can't tell you the exact what it is. Call your agent." And when I called Agent Carr and she said what it was, I told her okay. So I never denied it, but the lady that called from the lab called and just said illicit drugs. And I didn't know what illicit drug was. So that's probably what I came in contact. But I mean, you could ask Agent Carr. I definitely didn't deny use once I talked to her.
So then how did the cocaine get in your system?
What you mean? How did it get in my system?
Yeah.
Okay.
When?
When? I like, I don't know, a couple of days before.
Anything else?
And the abnormal creatinine, I mean, that pops up. I have kidney problems. So that I got a report on that. She wanted. So, I mean, that's been in a lot of my tests, and all the stuff still pops up. It's literally in almost every test that I had, but things still popping up from stuff that I'm prescribed and the cocaine.
Anything else? What are we doing with this case?
Well, Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Ganatra. He was kind enough to honor the offer made the last PCC. I was just trying to ask this court if it had any leniency for this situation.
To do what?
Excuse me?
What were you asking me to do?
Your Honor, I'm asking for any leniency for this bond violation.
Okay, so on March 14th, she was here. I told her no more missed tests, right?
Yes, you did.
I also gave her an admonishment about how she was treating the people. I'm trying to think at what date I had to do that. Back in December, she was mistreating the people over at Community Correction.
That'd be the 11th.
In December.
Yeah. December 11th, bond violation.
And then don't make it a few months. And then I have to tell her, don't miss tests. And then she tests positive.
Your Honor,
She just seems to do what she wants to do herself.
you wanted me to let you know that she's struggling. And
Now, the judge connects all the dots, and it's not looking good for the defendant. This isn't just about one failed drug test. The court had already given a clear warning. No more missed tests, no more violations. Yet here she is again, back in front of the judge for the same issue. In the legal system, repeated noncompliance shows a pattern, and patterns often carry more weight than single mistakes. The judge also points out her behavior toward community corrections, which adds another layer to the situation. Then comes the emotional appeal, mentioning personal struggles and a special needs child. While that adds sympathy, the judge cuts straight to the point. If you're struggling, why turn to something that makes the situation worse? This is the moment where emotion meets accountability, and the court chooses accountability.
I mean, I don't want to tell you anything but the truth. I take responsibility for it. And
How often are you using?
like you want to is it an everyday thing?
I don't know that that's a hard question.
I have a problem with it. I stopped it and I started back.
Was that my question?
Well, a couple times.
Okay, look, no. Here's the thing. I don't mind trying to find a way, pretty much everybody in this room that's involved in the system, try to have you work this out and try to assist you to try to get past something. But if you don't want to answer my questions, you want to skate around everything, I don't have time for it. So here's what I'm going to do.
Probably a couple of times a month.
Well, now you want to answer me, right? I'm going to adjourn the probable cause conference. I'm going to adjourn it out 1 week to the 18th, 2024 at 9 a.m. This time, given the violation, you can think about what you really want to say. Defendant's bonds revoked, defendants remain.
In the end, the judge doesn't immediately issue a final punishment, but makes a powerful decision that could shape everything moving forward. Instead of leniency, the court revokes the defendant's bond and sets a new hearing, signaling that trust has been seriously damaged. This case shows how quickly things can escalate when violations are combined with inconsistent statements and repeated warnings. The judge made it clear, the system is willing to help, but only if the defendant is honest and willing to cooperate fully. Now, everything depends on what happens at the next hearing and whether the defendant can regain the court's trust. If you found this case intense, drop your opinion below. Was the judge too strict or completely justified? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real courtroom breakdowns.